Yes, she hails from Texas as well. Port Arthur, Texas, to be exact. She calls California her home now, though. She began singing with Sly Stone, Ike, Tina Turner. Then she was discovered by a man named Barry White. He produced her first R&B hit called Just As Long As We're Together, which went on to become a Soul Train hit as well. One thing led to another, and she disappeared from the scene for 30 years until she found out that some people here in Germany and Northern Europe, maybe some of you, love her music. Well, let me tell you, she's here to sing it for you tonight. One of our resident artists. Make some loud noise for the beautiful and wonderful Miss Gloria Scott!
I'm so nervous.
Me too. Have we started?
Yes.
Oh. Well, just the way you're expressing that makes me feel, I feel your emotion. And I feel very touched by it. I really do. Yeah.
I cried.
I think that's why it's still popular, because Barry White, I don't know if he even knew that he was picking such wonderful songs. Maybe he did, you know, but the reason I say he may not have is because it seemed to not have gone anywhere for so long. And all of a sudden people heard something. They heard what he heard, I guess, you know. I think he knew what he was doing, but why did it take so long? It's a mystery. But it's in a way, I think maybe I wasn't ready. Maybe I wasn't ready, I don't know. Barry White gave me this practice tape. It was a cassette.
Okay.
And he said, Gloria, I want you to sing this just like this. And, you know, he sang everything. And then if I didn't sing it that way, I'm like, no, sing it like that. So I had to sing it like him. And sometimes I listen to that, you know, and I'm phrasing just like him. You know, because I listened to him so much. And I remember going in the studio one night, and Gene Page, he said, let's make little Gloria a hit. Let's make Gloria Scott a hit. And he said, come on guys, you know. And he was so serious, and they made, it wasn't What Am I Gonna Do? I don't remember that so much from coming from him, but it was on As Long As We're Together. Yes. They just didn't seem to have me at an interest. It was Barry White. Sometimes I think it's not good to have a producer who is also an artist, because they become the center, and you know, he had other artists on in his company.
JD, for example.
Yeah.
Common and Love, only one album.
Tom Brock. He wrote most of the songs on the album. And there was another person. Oh God, I can't think of his name right now, but he was also, and we all got kind of shelved. And I had no idea. Every now and then, you know, years apart, somebody would say, I've heard of you. And I would think, it just has that ring. And then this one person said, oh, my dad likes you. He has your record. And the record was so played and so worn. I think I told you earlier. And then another time, I was in Guam. And this guy said, I heard your name before. And I said, you did? He said, yeah. He said, your song is on a hot old list. And he brought me that, I don't know how he got it, because I didn't even know if computers were as popular as, I didn't know about them, but other people did. And he brought me the printout of my song been on the Hot Old list, and A Case of Too Much Loving was released as a single, and that was in London. So I was like, that's strange. And by then I had lost my copies of my album, because that was in '89, around '89, and the record was released in '74. So quite a few years had passed, and I thought everything was dead, but obviously not. And we have some of the cuts from that. Not all of them, but we have I've Got to Have All of You. As Long as We're Together was supposed to be on that album. There's No Cure for Me, and we did that a couple years ago. And I can remember one of the other songs. It's called Is It Really True, Boy? And I remember Gloria, I went to visit Barry. He wasn't home, but Gloria was home, and she said that that my album was one of her favorite. It hadn't been released yet, but she just kind of pulled it off of her favorite stack, and there it was. I was like, wow, you're serious? And she said, yeah, I love this album. And that was the second album. And she said she wanted to record Is It Really True, Boy? I'd like to say to all my fans all over the world, thank you so much for believing in me and for keeping my record alive for all these many years, from '74 to 2016. That's a very long time. And I promise you, I don't know how it's gonna get done, but I promise you an album for next year. Bye-bye.
Gloria Scott! Taking us all to the promised land. Yes, she's very, very right. But I think we're at the promised land right this minute here at Baltic Soul Weekender.